just hats off to Jenny and her squad. I think Oklahoma's so well balanced on both sides of the ball. I was really proud of our intensity and our focus that first half. Felt like we really competed. I thought in that third quarter, they came out with a lot more physicality and threw the first punch in the second half and kind of got us on our heels. Became pretty disruptive offensively. Just our spacing, our timing of the cuts, just against a very physical defensive team. And then I felt like once Angie got the intentional, I felt like it kind of knocked the wind out of our sails a little bit. But Oklahoma's a good team. I'm proud of our kids for fighting. We sure do want to find a way to knock off one of these ranked teams. I feel like for the last stretch we've been playing pretty well, other than this second quarter tonight, and really it came down to the 10 minutes in the third quarter.
Questions? Coach, Nyah made her second straight start. What have you seen from her in those first two starts?
Yeah, I mean, she's been in and out of the lineup all year. We don't try not to make a big deal about, who's in the lineup, who's not. I've told her from the jump that really we've got 6 to 7 potential starters, and that's just not something that's a big deal on our team. But really want her to come in and set the tempo with her defense. I think she's got the ability to really be an elite level lockdown defender, and felt like, it was a good matchup from that standpoint.
Coach, take me back to that second quarter. Obviously, it's kind of frantic, combining for 52 points. But what did you like out of your team's offense during those 10 minutes?
Yeah, a lot more freedom of movement. I felt like we were able to run our sets pretty effectively. Obviously, really good shot selection and kids knocking down shots. At the end, had some tough shots in there too, but shot the ball incredibly well. What did we shoot in that second quarter? 90%. I mean, 10 of 11, right? That's a heck of a quarter. But I thought ball security was pretty solid at that point too. My two big takeaways, honestly, is the points they got off second chance opportunities. I think there's a pretty big discrepancy with that. And then, like I said, just overall our ability to run offensively effectively in that third quarter, I thought it was really physical.
What do you think caused such a difference in second chance points? I mean, what allowed them to get offensive rebounds?
Yeah, I mean, I think with their style and their system, they can post up anybody. They do a really good job of spreading the court. They've got young ladies that can shoot the three, that can create off the bounce. They got a lot of depth. When you look at, what they did, they had, 5 players in double figures. That's a hard team to guard. That's spreading you out pretty well. But I just think with their spacing and their strength inside, long shots, long rebounds, one-on-one accountability inside, we gave up too many second chance opportunities for sure. But again, I'm proud of our girls. I thought they fight. I thought they competed. I thought the fourth quarter we kind of regrouped a little bit. That third quarter, though, we always talk about 40 minutes, and I feel like the last 5 games prior to this game, we've been closer and closer to putting 40 minutes together, and that third quarter just got away from us.
Any more questions?
Coach, you talked about Oklahoma's offensive intensity in the second half. Who in particular on their squad really stood out for you in that time frame?
I mean, I think a lot of them. I mean, Beers, even though statistically she didn't have a great night, she demands so much attention. She's got size. She's got strength inside. Peyton obviously had a game against us last time and at Oklahoma, and so, she took a lot of our attention. We really want to do a good job of denying that ball in the channel. Once the ball gets in the channel, they do such a good job with their high-low and just dives to the basket. And so, really, I think when you've got a team that's got 5 players in double figures and somebody close right behind, they had a good night offensively. They were hard to guard.
Coach, you mentioned Oklahoma's physicality in that third quarter. When you look at the fouls, it doesn't quite look the same way. You guys committed 7 to 3 in that third quarter. What do you think caused some of that discrepancy, at least from a whistle perspective?
No idea. It's the game's called the way it's called, and you got to control what you can control. And I just think, being able to cut off screens and freedom of movements really important, and you got to be able to win those one-on-one battles. You know, we could have done a better job just kind of taking those false steps to come off screening action. I think they did a good job of being physical and got us sped up quite a bit in that third quarter.
Coach, you decided to bring Ashton off the bench for the first time and it feels like forever. What went in that decision? What'd you like to see from her leading the team with 13 points?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a little bit of a hiccup on her part. You know, team rules, nothing big. I mean, it just happens. It's, it's just a team issue, but nothing to write home about. It's just all part of it.
We'll take one or two more if everybody has them.
Nyah, looking over your past two games, how have you felt in that starting lineup?
Like Coach said, she's always like believed in us, and we can go 6, 7, 8 deep. So just being prepared when my name is called, just having like those teammates that believe in me as well, just being ready, just giving my all in practice as well. So just being able to compete and just play hard with my team.
Got one more? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.